Isn't it painful to watch other people building wealth? At least they claim to do so, but your portfolio is so at best. The difference often is a small little technical term called alpha, and if you master that, hopefully this problem will go away. Welcome to Wealth Waltz with Walunj, the show where you and I will waltz our way into the mysteries of building real wealth, one episode at a time. I'm your host, Sandeep Walunj, a man from Motilal Oswal. And one thing I can tell you from years of experience of navigating the world of investments is that it doesn't have to be complicated. We simply need right strategies, lots of patience, and the right way of deploying that. So today, let us talk about alpha and let's understand how to build one into your portfolio for its sustainable growth. So let's understand what alpha is. Alpha actually is the difference between your portfolio's performance and the market average. It's a measure as to by how much is your portfolio beating the market or falling behind. In a way, it's your ticket to beating average returns and making your wealth grow faster than the other investors. Now here's a scary fact. Without alpha, your money might just be stagnating. Imagine this. If you invest 10 lakh rupees at 8% return, in 20 years, you will be looking at about 46.6 lakhs. But instead of 8%, if you get 10% returns, your portfolio value will be 67.3 lakhs. And at 12%, the same portfolio will be staring at a 96.5 lakh. Isn't that the difference between just surviving and thriving? And even if your goal is just to beat inflation, you still need to keep an eye on alpha because that is what is going to help you beat inflation and taxation. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Creating alpha takes good planning, lots of patience, and hard work. But even if you start with smaller amounts, higher alpha gets you to your goals faster. But I can assure you that with right strategy, you can aim to create alpha without unnecessary complexity. Now you're probably thinking, okay, Sandeep, sounds great, but how do I actually do this? Don't worry, I am here to guide you through it. Let's talk about the building blocks of an alpha portfolio one step at a time. To create an alpha portfolio, first you need to leverage the power of equity. Companies by design have to generate more returns than the cost of funds that they borrow, which in turn is higher than the cost of inflation, and that helps you create alpha. But the problem is stocks can be volatile. So we want to be smart about the ones that we choose to invest. Second, diversification. Listen, I get it. Equities are exciting, everyone wants to go after them. But as I said, they can be risky. By spreading your investments across different sectors and asset types, you reduce the risk and increase your chance of profiting from multiple opportunities. The third one is balance. Now, creating alpha doesn't mean that you do throw your money at risky bets. Be smart. Investing in fundamentally strong mid-caps or even small-cap companies can offer growth, but penny stocks, they might sound tempting, but often they are a disaster waiting to happen. Fourth is research. Do not blindly follow trends. Understanding what you are investing in, the business model, the quality of management, growth drivers, competition, other substitutes can make a world of a difference. In a way, it is like dating. You wouldn't blindly commit to someone without knowing whom you're dealing with, right? Fifth is asset allocation. Blend equities with safer assets like bonds, fixed deposits, etc. for stability. And don't forget gold. It's not just shiny, it's actually a hedge against inflation and global volatility that all of us are experiencing these days. The sixth one is monitoring. This is where most of the people go wrong. You can't just set it and forget it. Review your portfolio regularly. If your goals or market conditions change, adjust accordingly. Otherwise, you will be leaving money onto the table. The next one is emotions. One of the biggest mistakes people make is letting emotions dictate your decisions while investing. Panic selling when markets dip or getting overconfident when the conditions are conducive. These are actions that may go on to destroy your portfolio. But if you stay calm and patient, your long-term gains will speak for themselves. The next one is knowledge. Knowledge isn't just power, it's your shield in the world of investing. Keep learning, keep listening, and keep getting better at what you do, because there is no alternative to knowledge. And finally, avoid the herd mentality. Whatever you do, don't just follow the crowd. Just because everyone is hyping the stock doesn't mean that you should jump onto the bandwagon. You end up investing without research, and that leads to nasty surprises, increasing portfolio risks, overexposure to sectors, and ignoring your personal financial goals. You often end up with high opportunity costs too. So, do your own research, stick to your plan, and don't fall prey to scams or bad advice. So that's a wrap on today's Wealth Waltz with Walunj. No more middling, slow-growing portfolios. Let's make that cash groove. And if you've got the moves on now, let's outdance inflation and aim for alpha. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the subscribe button, comment with your doubts, and I'll try and answer as much as I can. I'll see you the next time around as we keep waltzing towards smarter, wealthier portfolios. See you soon.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.